know him there. So he's at a good place right now, probably the best
Yeah.
he's been in, like, since he was a kid. And then and he didn't have any kids. He didn't get married. So,
Oh wow, so you don't have any cousins.
well, my Aunt Julie, my dad's one sister, got married and has 3 sons, and they actually live in Durham, North Carolina.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, and we don't see them nearly enough for how close they live.
Yeah.
But I do see them, and they're like around my age.
That's cool.
So, but of course they don't have the Damerel name. They're the Mouchons, since it was his sister.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, the Damerel name could die out in my family if I don't have kids. But I do want to have kids.
Well, it's the same way for me. I'm the only Glasgow cousin. I've got 20 cousins in only Glasgow.
Was it a bunch of sisters?
Bunch of sisters, yep. See, it goes all the way back to, okay, so in the 1860s, my great-grandpa, he had about 10 kids, and he had a bunch of like 7 or 8 boys.
So your great-grandpa or
Great.
Okay,
Yeah,
so your grandpa's
and my
grandpa.
great-great-grandpa was one of the boys. He died at age like 25 or so, but he lived just long enough to eke out a son. And that was my great-grandpa. And that great-grandpa, he only had 1 son.
Oh.
And that was my grandpa. And he had 6 kids, but only 2 were males, my dad and my Uncle Mike. And my dad, of course, only had me. My Uncle Mike had 2 girls and a son, but that one son died. He passed away when he was only 20. He had like a heart disease or something. It was awful. So basically,
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
did you know him?
A little bit, yeah. He was a sweetie. I sort of knew him, but not well. But it's just weird because like every single generation of a male Glasgow has either died young or only had girls. So I'm just literally, if I don't have any male children, then the name's died out after like 150 years of barely hanging on.
Yeah. So you think you want to get married and have kids?
Oh, of course I want kids, yeah. Like some people say they don't want kids. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm old-fashioned. I say, get a nice wife, rear about 15 kids. Maybe not that many, but
I know what you mean. Like, family's important, yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, if you're like someone from like a big family, you may not value it as much, but for me, I've never really, like, obviously I'm extremely close to my parents, but I've never really had like a big family.
And you hunger for that.
Yeah, I've never had that because my family, we don't visit much. Like, I see my cousins every year for Thanksgiving and that's it. And some cousins I've met once in my life and may never see again. So it's just like, and I know it's kind of like that for yours, probably. So I really want to have a big family. And I know you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
At least 2 kids.